Apparently and allegedly, things in that Longhorn locker room, they haven't been going too great. Although the timing of this incident was weird in its own right, what was even weirder and what everybody was trying to figure out is, why is he leaving? I did some more digging and research, and an inside source came out and stated, and I quote, "I'm getting information that he got into it with somebody on the staff." And as you can also see, everybody in the comment section is trying to figure this out because it doesn't make sense to anybody. What happened? What happened? Bro, what? This dude was supposed to be next up. What the F? Why this guy leaving? So on, so on. Woo, 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 woo. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great Friday. Hope all of you having a great day. Hope all of you had a great week. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. Man, oh man, I hope you're ready for some drama. Because we got it today, and it involves, guess who? A playoff team. What playoff team, you may ask? Great question, my friend. I'd love to answer it. The Texas Longhorns. To go along with the mighty Texas Longhorns, we also got to talk about something that has just come across my desk. Shout out to Donald for tagging this to me on Twitter. And by the way, if you ever want me to talk about a certain subject or topic, send it to me on Twitter. More times than not, we'll talk about it. But anyways, like I was saying, so apparently an alleged, no, but anyways, like I was saying, it's looking like USC has a quarterback issue on their hand. A new report that just came out is stating that USC's quarterback, Miller Moss, is going to enter the transfer portal and go to the Michigan Wolverines. What the crap? I got to find this article because that's shocking for multiple different reasons. I mean, it felt like, especially at the start of the season, Miller Moss was going to have a really good season for USC, and I thought he was underrated, and y'all know this if you've been watching the channel for a while. I was high on Moss. It wasn't too long ago, I'm going to remind some of y'all, that he outdueled and outplayed Garrett Nussmeier at LSU. So this article is stating, according to source JJ Metz, he's going to Michigan. Let me pull up that tweet. Okay, here's the original tweet. USC quarterback Miller Moss is entering the transfer portal per source. Michigan is reportedly his top choice as he enters the portal. Huh, that's interesting. Not too sure who this JJ Metz guy is. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Maybe he is a legit source, but he's not one of mine, so I can't vouch for him. And maybe he predicts stuff like this all the time, but I also haven't seen many of his tweets either. That's kind of weird, but I guess I shouldn't be too shocked by this because USC's a crap show. Who knows what's going to happen there, but as far as it goes for him going to Michigan, well, obviously that'd be a huge upgrade. Anybody'd be an upgrade for Michigan. And it is worth mentioning and noting, old Dave Portnoy said he'd be willing to pay $3 to $4 or $5 million for a star-level quarterback. Will Dave Portnoy cough up the Benjamins? I guess I have to wait and see. If we have any Michigan fans, let me know in the comment section. What do you think about this? Would you like to get Miller Moss, or would you like to get somebody else? And don't get too greedy, Michigan fans, because, like I said, anything would be an upgrade. So it's not like this would hurt the roster. He would definitely be an improvement in my humble opinion, but that's enough about that. Let's talk about Texas. As we all know, the Longhorns, they've had, outside of the Georgia game, a really good season. And you would think with having a really good season, everybody in that locker room, they'd be happy, spirits are through the roof, and everybody's having a good time. But just like Lee Corso says, not so fast, my friend. Apparently and allegedly, things in that Longhorn locker room, they haven't been going too great. Yesterday, the big time and breaking news came out, and it was made official that former 5-star wide receiver Johntay Cook, he's leaving the football program, no longer with the team. Everybody was talking about this. It was trending all over social media, and at first, nobody knew if it was legit because it didn't make too much sense. When we see players and guys in the transfer portal, why they do it? More times than not, because of playing time. Well, Johntay Cook, what was sort of head-scratching about this, although he wasn't playing a lot, and we'll get to that in just a second, he was still playing. And what's more shocking about this is the timing of it. He's leaving when he's already burned a year of eligibility. So even from a selfish perspective, did it make any sense to leave? Because either way, you're not getting a year back. I mean, you might as well stick around because it's not going to get too much worse. Although the timing of this incident was weird in its own right, what was even weirder and what everybody was trying to figure out is, why is he leaving? Like always, rumors started flying and swirling around, but this right here, what I'm about to show you, was posted from an article that is affiliated with the Texas football program. They state, and I quote, Texas wide receiver Johntay Cook leaves program in, quote-unquote, mutual decision. And when you see that, like anybody else, you go, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Maybe he wasn't happy and Texas was like, hey, man, things aren't working out here, so you might as well go elsewhere. But whoa, 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 hold on. There's more to this. I did some more digging and research, and an inside source came out and stated, and I quote, I'm getting information that he got into it with somebody on the staff. Oh, interesting. What about that? That is completely different from a quote-unquote mutual decision. Because you got one article saying, oh yeah, they just parted ways mutually, and then you got an inside source affiliated with Texas saying, oh no, he got into it with the coaching staff. So which one was it? That's the question. If I had to give you my best educated guess, I'm leaning toward the side of he got into it with somebody on the staff. That just makes way more sense because why else would he leave right now? If it was a mutual decision, you might as well just stay with the team, be a backup, and who knows, you might get in there and you can continue to practice and get better. But for a guy to leave at this point in the season, something really, and I mean really, had to piss him off. Here's where things get even more interesting. On3 posted this on Instagram, and guess who responded to it in the comment section? Johntay Cook. He writes, as you can see right here, bounce back, gonna be crazy. And as you can also see, everybody in the comment section is trying to figure this out because it doesn't make sense to anybody. What happened? What happened? Bro, what? This dude is supposed to be next up. What the F? Why this guy leaving? So on and so on. The obvious answer is, like we talked about, he wasn't getting too much playing time. I believe he was listed as either the 5th or 6th wide receiver on that Texas roster. And in the past few weeks, he hasn't been playing too much. But I'm going to go back to this. For him to just up and leave like that out of thin air, something else had to happen and something else had to go on with the coaching staff. What I think happened was he wasn't too pleased with not playing a lot, and he expressed his feelings about that, and that's where the argument came up. Obviously, the argument probably wasn't too pretty, and yeah, here we are. He leaves. Let's talk about this, though. Is this some huge, monumental, devastating blow and big-time loss for a Texas football program? No. Let's not try to overhype this. It's the same thing when a wide receiver leaves Ohio State, Alabama, schools like that. You know what these big-time schools do? They just plug in the next 4 or 5-star recruit. Always had the mentality of it, and let's just use Johntay Cook as an example here. When he leaves, yeah, it kind of does suck. You lose him and you lose a valuable wide receiver, but it gives the next, and let's just say 3 or 4-star recruit, a golden opportunity. And it's one of those weird things because just because Johntay Cook is a 5-star wide receiver and he's been okay for Texas up until this point, it doesn't mean he would have been better off than the 3-star wide receiver. When one door closes in this life, another one opens, and that's the same thing for his Texas football program. They'll plug in somebody else, and they probably won't skip a beat. And plus, too, it's not like this guy was some superstar this year. He was a 5th or 6th wide receiver. A good example of what I'm talking about is Isaiah Bond left Alabama. What'd that do? It created an opportunity for another 4 or 5-star, and guess who that was? Ryan Williams. So yes, Alabama lost wide receiver 1 in Isaiah Bond, but they found one just as good, in my humble opinion, and Ryan Williams. Not to discredit Isaiah Bond, I love everything about him, but you get the reference I'm trying to make. It's a good example. I think Texas is going to be A-okay there, but here's where things get even more interesting. It's now being reported that Johntay Cook has already heard from Oregon, Georgia, and Ole Miss. Yeah, that was quick. I didn't even know these schools were going to contact him that quickly, especially with the season ongoing. I don't know how true this is, but somebody sent me a comment stating that his trainer is also Evan Stewart's trainer. Why does that matter? Because Evan Stewart plays at Oregon. Maybe that comes into effect. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but definitely something worth noting. Many more things I could say. Wind it off here. Let me know your thoughts on all this down below. But probably sitting there wondering, Matt, what's going on, dude? I thought the video was already over. And it was supposed to be, however, I'm just going to keep it a Fortnite V-Buck, which I'll be 100% transparent and honest. I need this video to get to 8 minutes so your boy Matt can get paid. Mortgage is coming up. And yeah, I think we're at 8 minutes. So yeah,